Hey everybody, I found another one on Reddit. I think you're gonna like this one. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, this account is a day old, so total bot, but we'll see what they have to say. If you're an aspiring writer, do not seek validation on this subreddit. Okay, validation and inspiring in one line. Unfortunately, this subreddit is full of too many people with too much to say without the experience or reason to back it up. Most of the people who try to tell you what you should or should not do, how long the work should be, or how grammar should be, and are incorrect. Like many forms of art, writing is subjective. Do not take advice from strangers about your art. Most of the time, there will be some troll waiting for their moment to get some kind of feelings of pseudo superiority by attacking people who are unsure of themselves, seeking validation. Being an author with public works that people have loved, okay, buddy, if you say so. I just wanted to get this out here to remind people who are self-conscious about their writing to just go for it and don't look back. Those are funny words. I mean, on the surface, they're really good, right? They're words that make you feel good, like, oh yeah, just get out there and go do it. But the problem I have with this starts with the beginning. If you're an aspiring writer, do not seek validation on this subreddit. One, aspiring is a dumb word. Let's get rid of it. I've never liked it. I haven't liked it forever. And do not seek validation. No writer in the world really... I mean, the real ones, I don't think, really seek validation. There's a lot of people out there who have written a lot of things. And most of them don't think their work is any good, no matter how many times people tell them that is. That's how you can tell a real one from an arrogant person you kind of want to, stare at from across the room, because they make you think that they're so much better than everybody else. Like, oh, somebody said I was good, so that's good. Or I won some kind of award, so I'm better than you. And I don't like those people either. Anyway, there's a lot of people on this subreddit for sure. But the point is that there's a lot of people with a lot of experience. Okay? Just because somebody says don't do something or do something doesn't mean that you should just throw their advice away. Cuz you have no idea who's talking to you online. None. And some people have good advice. Like semicolons. I hate semicolons. Not gonna lie, I don't like them. I'll just start a new sentence. But the point is, people will defend them to the death, and they'll be like, "We need this and that." It's like, dude, they don't even know how to use them correctly, and it's easier just to start a new sentence. Because when people are reading, like in a book, they see that and they're like, "I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this. Is this a pause? Is this a? I don't. It's just a lot to read, right?" Because you got to read, pause, and people will just do that. They'll use that as an excuse to create paragraphs that just never quit. And they'll call it right because they used a dot with a comma behind it or under it. And they're like, yay. It says, do not take advice from strangers about your art, because there will be some troll waiting for their moment to get some kind of pseudo superiority. This is just saying criticism bad. Okay? Everybody who has criticism is bad because, that's just how this person is seeing things. Attacking people. If you say, I don't like this because it didn't work for me or whatever, yeah, it didn't work. And it's like, well, that's not an attack, buddy. That's criticism. That's fine. And I'm gonna be real with you here. You can publish a book and you're gonna get the weirdest reviews. One time I got one for using "and" too many times. And I'm like, what does that even mean? So I went back and I looked, and the guy said, oh, there was like, it was a solid story and I really liked it, but he used the word "and" too many times. And I'm like, what kind of reader counts how many times you use a word, right? So you're going to get reviews like that, and you might get a lot of them. So a little bit of criticism on a first draft or a second draft should not break you. If it does break you, you're probably not ready for the real world, because once you get published and then other people are going to read that review on a book that you thought was good enough to be done, and they're going to rip it apart. So, yeah, you're going to need some thick skin here. So, I would say get all the criticism you can on stuff like this, and if it's bad or not, it's just consider it practice, even if you don't accept it, right? Even if you don't accept the advice or the criticism, just use it to thicken your skin a little bit, so you're ready for the real world when you finally get to that ending, when you finally get to the finish point, and then you get the real reviews on Amazon or wherever you sell your books from. And somebody's like, I don't like this because, and then they leave some long, sprawling review, and you got to read that, and you're going to have to fight all the urge you can to reply, and you're going to have to fight the urge to crawl into a hole somewhere and eat 3 gallons of ice cream just to make that bad feeling go away. You don't want to do that. Anyway, this person, I think his intentions are good, or whoever it is, but they say being an author who has published works that people have loved, I think that those people are probably just his friends and family, and that's kind of a bias. So I don't know. I don't know what this person wanted to say under the net, because there's no proof they ever wrote anything. And it got 1.1 upvotes, so if you want easy karma on credit, karma on Reddit, not credit, Reddit, you can post stuff like this and get a lot of people to upvote you. So I found a speech that I really liked that helped me a lot, and it kind of put my feelings into words a lot better. It's right here. Right here. Now this is Joe Bob Briggs. It's not scrolled all the way up, but there's a show called The Last Drive-In that was on Shudder for many years, and this is 6 years old. This is about filmmaking, all right? But you can apply it to writing. I want you to go to this channel, I want you to find this clip, and I want you to play it. And I want you to notice the comment right here. This speech is what gave me the motivation to finish and publish my first book. That's all you should need to know about this speech. But yeah, I highly encourage you to look at this book, or this speech, listen to it, and understand what aspiring really means, and, what you need to do to get through it. You can ask tons of people. You can get help from anywhere. Never let someone tell you that what you can and can't do. All right? If you want to seek validation, go for it. If that's what you need. If you need criticism, go for it. If that's what you need. If you need help, find it wherever you need it. Look anything up that you need to look up, and just never quit. All right? So that's what I had to think and say about that post. But remember, Joe Bob Briggs, Shudder on YouTube. I know it's a weird thing, but this is probably one of the best speeches you will ever hear about getting through the process of anything. It's mostly about making film, but I promise it will. You will be able to apply it to just about anything. And like I said in that comment, this speech is what gave me the motivation to finish and publish my first book. So, there you go. Check this out. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you did, I don't know how many views this will get, but I'm not too worried about that. The people who need it will find it. And the people who don't, well, they'll never see it. Good luck. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Or some point. Bye.